Let's talk about a signing that I can actually talk about here. Allegedly, it has not been fully official. Adam Pearce hasn't told us that yet. But it's really rumored around that the Motor City Machine Guns are leaning more towards WWE. Sarah, let me tell you, if this is true, I'm going to be the happiest little champion you've ever seen. Because the Motor City Machine Guns were one of the first tag teams outside of WWE that I was all in on. Like, bought in. I love them. Didn't care about how it made sense for them to be champions, but just loved every time they were on my television. And the fact they're still doing it, got even more prestige, became a legendary tag team in my hiatus. And now they could be coming to the company that I would say is cream of the crop, your Alabama Crimson Tide of wrestling. You got to go. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this.
Do you think they're going to NXT or main roster?
SmackDown main roster. Not it, but if they went to NXT, why would you hate that?
Because that's going to push Pretty Deadly to the back of the line further. I feel like they need to be on.
No.
I think they need to be on Raw.
No.
There's not many tag teams on Raw.
Yes, but hear me out. They are going to fight DIY at some point if they go to SmackDown. They would go and fight them. Whoever wins that would be the champion, whatnot. Well, the champion they're both going to be baby faces. Like, you can't hate the Motor City Machine Guns. They're not going to come and hate it, all that. They need a heel tag team to be competing with. So, boom, Pretty Deadly.
Yeah, I think you're being too optimistic here. But
I'm being creative. That's what champions do.
Anyway, this is just one of those signings too that it's hard for me to break out of the mindset of when this would never happen. 10, 15 years ago, this would be the ultimate betrayal by the Motor City Machine Guns. And the fact that we're in 2024 and this is just like a casual news drop, it's like a sign of how much stuff has changed, because
it's insane.
That's why in a way, like when AJ Styles joined WWE, other than the fact that it was huge news because this guy is like a worldwide phenomenon. It was also like this was the face of TNA for how long? And this guy probably swore off WWE. And now he's here, it's like that was crazy. I think guys like the Motor City Machine Guns, like that's pretty crazy too, because they were a huge part of especially the I would say like that 2000s to 2010 era of TNA.
Oh, it was they held it down in the X division. Chris Sabin alone. I mean, that's the thing too, is that they're an unbelievable tag team. Like on many people's Mount Rushmores. But separate them, they're also incredible talents in their own right. I mean, they're both been. I know Alex Shelley's been. I don't know off the top of my head if Chris Sabin has been TNA World Champion, but multiple time X Division champions. They can go in the ring.
Well, and they might be at a point where they want to just do tag teams. They're both in their 40s.
Oh, it's easier. Yeah.
If they're going to be going to WWE, go get that money, honey, and do whatever you got to do. Like if you don't care about winning world titles and stuff, go out there and have fun with your friend. Win tag team titles, travel the world, get paid a ton of money. Like that seems like the most ideal way to go about this. Because like I hate thinking about anyone being close to retirement and their 40s, but we know with how much they have to put their bodies through, it's like, your years are numbered, unfortunately. So if this is where they might end their career, then I wouldn't be surprised if they're down with like, let's just do tag team stuff. Like that's cool. Like that's so much easier on their bodies and will give them the most fun, because then they get to travel together and stuff. So
the dream matches that they would have.
Crazy.
I don't care where they go, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, as long as
even Raw, I wouldn't be mad. I can't do. They would be so They would be better utilized in WWE.
I am curious to see if this gets done, if the deal actually gets done, and if they do go to the main roster, because it's like, oh, okay, Triple H, people really like to criticize him. And I think there's plenty of stuff that I could criticize him for, obviously Pretty Deadly being one of them. But
A little bit.
I mean, they keep doing some really great signings. So, like people wanted to hate on them because, they missed out on Ospreay. Like, I'm not
Missed out
saying
on
anything disrespectful
Okada.
to Ospreay, but like, you can't act like WWE isn't flooded with talent right now, or
It's a
that they
different
didn't
style, yeah.
that they didn't win with some of the others that they've signed, like especially in the women's division. Like, you can't say, oh, them getting Motor City Machine Guns, that's such a mistake. They should have gotten Ospreay. Like, come on, like
Yeah,
they
no, you're
so many guys on the top right now, or guys trying to be on the top, that Ospreay going in would just make it a lot trickier,
Oh,
So
absolutely.
would we be sitting here hating Ospreay in WWE? Absolutely not. But do I think that they are suffering because he's in AEW and not in WWE? No, they're doing just fine.